Today, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now here come the Saints about to begin their first possession, and the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 15 carries, 67 yards.
He's really been somewhat special to watch this season. It brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got their work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw again on second down. Winston. And they'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Even in a down year statistically, Juice Landry still produced over 50 catches to lead Cleveland in his final season there. A milestone awaits Landry, though, this season. He's almost a lock to jump into the top 50 all-time for receptions. One of those goes for a first down this time.
To the air again with Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Throwing, Winston. Complete, it's Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the gun, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Winston. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won Comeback Player of the Year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Oh, great grab by Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The numbers for Mixon last week: 17 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Burrow looking to pass. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Well, they get back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Winston. He finds Hardy on the slant. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deontay Hardy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Jameis to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Winston now. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Again, it's Winston. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard.